Hey there, it's Kathy with Be Creative with Kathy, and I'm pretty excited about today's card. So, believe it or not, my daughter-in-law is at the hospital right now. She just gave birth to my fourth grandbaby, so he's a little boy, Sal Jr. I'm all excited. I wanted to make her a card that just told her how proud I am of her so I can mail it to her, and that's what this card is all about. So let me show you. We're going to use this Counting Sheep stamp set. This is really cute. This is a celebration stamp set, so you can't buy it, you earn it. And we're going to use the coordinating dies too. So if you're looking for this stamp set, you look in this brochure right here. It's right here by the Staples. There it is. Is that not adorable? So with the qualifying order, you can get the stamp set and the dice. They're not in a bundle, they're earned, I'll say, separately. But let's go ahead and get started. Let me show you what we're going to use. So I have a piece here. This is that new in color, the Evening Evergreen. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. That's just our card base. And then I have some designer series paper here. Now this designer series paper is, and I have to look at the name, I always forget, Beauty of the Earth. And the pack, I think this is 2 packs though. Looks like this. You might not get this much. I took 2 packs and threw them together, but look how pretty those fall papers are. And this designer series paper coordinates with the die. So like you could see how here I punched out like the top of a tree and it does stuff like that, which is really pretty. And then the other side, look how pretty that side is too. Look at that, for Christmas, or anything. I shouldn't say for Christmas. I think this is my favorite print. That's the one we're going to use. And then that little strip of grass. So before I go on, if I forget to tell you, all my measurements are on my blog, becreativewithkathy.com. But let's go ahead. We're going to take this little piece here. Let me find a piece of scratch paper just so I don't get any ink on my surface. And that Evening Evergreen. Now, one of the little stamps here is this little tuft of grass. I think that's what grass is called. And I'm going to use that Evening Evergreen ink and just stamp on this a couple times so it looks like it's grass. And then one more over here. And I think just a little bit, add a little bit of color to that there. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, we're done with the Evening Evergreen. Let me show you some other pieces of cardstock. Well, while we have these out though, let's go ahead and just put some adhesive. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal and just put this right here on the bottom of this piece, and I think it would go this way, top and bottom wise. I'm going to just lay that right there and then fold this on that score line. Okay, and then put this, I'm going to go ahead and put this. Look how pretty that piece is. I'll have to use that piece pretty soon here. And put this just right here layered on the front of my card. That's a pretty good start. Just like that. There we go. Let's set that aside. Let's bring in some basic white. So I have a piece here that is 5 1/4 by 4. This is going to be the inside. I have a scrap here. Well, in fact, I have 2 scraps here of basic white. We're going to stamp on all 3 of them. I'm going to use Memento Black because we're going to color their little faces and feet, hooves. I think sheep have hooves. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, I'm not a farmer, but okay. Anyway, so I'm going to color those, excuse me, with the blend. So I want to use the Memento Black ink. So I've got one little sheep there, and this other little sheep. Both 2 little sheep that look like they're dancing. I'm going to stamp those on those scrap because we're going to cut those out. I made sure I left room between of them so I could fit the dies without them being on top of each other too. And then on the inside, I'm going to take this 3rd little sheep. Sheep is? No, I think sheep is plural for sheep. Anyway, and just stamp here, down here on the corner. But I'm going to call her a her. There we go. So there's, then we'll color them. So I'm going to use the Smoky Slate blends. I'm going to take the light. I like to use the bullet tip or like the pen tip when I'm coloring. I just feel like I have more control. Now if I need to do a little tiny spot, that's when I'll get the brush tip out because it's got that finer point. But just for little coloring like this, I like to use, and the bullet tip. And I'm gonna avoid his eyes so I can keep his eyes white. There we go. A little patience, this won't take long. Get them all. This guy's eyes are closed, so I don't have to worry about his eyes. Just a quick little color. And this one I'll make sure I avoid that. There we go. And like I said, this is the light smoky slate of our blend pack. And I'm not going to really do a lot of blending. They're a small area, but I do want to bring in that dark smoky slate. And I'm going to just get the hoof here and his ears, and then that gives him a little bit of color contrast, so when we give him a little bit of character. So real quick, they look pretty good. Let's get this guy. There we go. Okay, all done coloring. But then on this strip here, this is going to be, I'm going to just cut this down to match the words. And on here, I want to do that "You're amazing," because I want to let Christina know, my daughter-in-law, how amazing she is. There we go. Okay, and then with just a pair of scissors, I'm going to go ahead right now while it's right here. And I'm not going to be too particular. I'm going to try to be straight on the edges, but I'm going to just cut, and I can see I'm already crooked, so maybe I'll cut this one a little bit crooked too, and we'll have a crooked little banner. There, I think that looks pretty good. Give it some character. I guarantee Christina's going to love it when she gets in the mail. She's not going to be like, oh, look, Kathy cut that crooked. She's going to be like, yay, Kathy loves me. Okay, let's do some die cutting. I'm going to use my mini emboss machine. So when you purchase a mini emboss machine, it's very light. It's just handy. It fits on your table. You get all five of these plates. Now these two, the gray ones, you'll use with embossing folders. And these three you'll use when you're die cutting. So I'm going to put the plate number 1. This is really plate number 2. And I'm going to lay my sheep on there. Let's bring in those dies. And we're going to just lay the... And I am going to take some washi tape here and hold my sheep dies in place. If I can find the end. Here we go. This, and I should tell you, I meant to tell you earlier, I don't even have a sample card to show you, well, one that I'm willing to show you. I made a card and I didn't like how it turned out, and it was so bad, I'm not even going to share it with you. But, so that's why I haven't showed you what the card looks like. Because you know when you make that first card sometimes, and really the only thing I didn't like about it was the background, but it sure did give me an idea for a Christmas card. So you'll see that background. Maybe I'll show you the card then, but I don't think so. I'm not very proud of it. Whoops, gotta turn this around. Okay, then I have my little dies in place. I'm gonna just run this through. Looky there. Now we have our little sheep. I'm gonna set those aside. Now I have all of these little pieces that we're gonna cut out too. So I'm gonna lay my plates down. I'm going to bring in, this is Pacific Point, and I'm going to just cut that little flag out of that. This is Daffodil Delight. I'm going to die cut a little sun. This is, and I want it to go this way, Soft Suede, and I'm going to get the little fence from that. This one, here's another piece of that basic white, and I'm going to lay both of those little clouds on there. And then I have to tell you, I saw Erica Serwin, she's a fellow demonstrator. She put a little heart on the flag, and I want to do that too. So I'm going to bring in this little tiny stitched heart. Now these dies are the Give It a Whirl dies, and there's a ton in there. You'll have to look at them in the catalog, but I love this little stitched heart. We're going to put that one on there and put that on our flag. So we got that ready. Bring the little guy in again. Run all those. I'm going to I'm going to try to hold that plate down so nothing moves. There we go. And now we have all those little pieces too. Okay. Put him away. And there's our little clouds. Oh, no, there's our sunshine. There's our flag. Oh, and here's our flag. Let's see if we can get him out of there. Third time's a charm. Well, okay, there he goes. Had to get a little forceful there. Okay, and then our fence. And last but not least, the little heart. Oh, and I forgot our little sheep. So let's see if we have, get all this stuff out of the way and give me some room to work. We have all of our little pieces and parts now. Now it's just a matter of putting them all where we want them. Let me get rid of these little pieces from the fence. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start with is I'm going to start with a little sunshine here, and I'm going to just take some liquid glue on the back and place that about there. Then the fence, put a little bit of liquid glue on the back of him. And remember, with the liquid glue, a little bit goes a long way. But look how cute the little detail on that fence is. Has the little wood grain on there, has the little slats, I think they're called. There's our fence. And I think it's even straight enough. Then I'm going to take some little bit of liquid glue on the back of my clouds. And I'm going to put one just by the sunshine here. And the other one, I hope I got, probably should have put my sheep on there first, but I think we'll be fine. I'm going to lay my little cloud there. Then with some dimensionals, and I'll be honest with you, I have a ton of mini black dimensionals, so that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to just take 4 of them on both my little sheep here. This one's going to just kind of be jumping over the fence. And this one will be standing here by the fence like that with the little flag behind his hand. I'm going to put the flag flat here like that, and then just place a little dimensional right here. Oh, my flag didn't stay put. Must not be dry yet. Now he's not on top of my hand. Hold on, I want to fix my flag so he's on top of the hand, paw, hoof, whatever that thing is. There we go. Now I think he's staying put. And then a little dimensional on the flag and a little heart right there. Tell me, look how cute that is. And then with that little "You're Amazing," I'll take a few dimensionals on the back of that. And I'm going to just stick that right down here, just like that. A little bit of adhesive for the inside piece here. Might have to put a little bit more glue under my cloud there. It keeps popping up. So this is where I can write my little message to Christina, telling how great she is. And there you go. So what do you think? Is that not adorable? I think that's perfect for my grandson's birth to tell Christina how great she is. All right, so if you're interested in placing orders, I'll be sure and put my online store address below. If you have any questions, of course, reach out, let me know. I'll answer all I can. And all the dimensions will be on my blog, BeCreativeWithKathy.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you back here Friday about 11 with another Christmas card. And I'm just as excited about this one as I was about the last one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.